A Beloit man also facing federal charges for alleged drug trafficking and gun possession. 41-year-old Denson Jones allegedly distributed cocaine and fentanyl between May and August of 2022, according to the DOJ. This is in addition to multiple gun possession charges. Jones faces up to 20 years in prison on each of the drug charges, plus 15 years for the gun charge, and up to life in prison for the gun possession in relation to drug trafficking charge.